Ahoy there, and welcome to She Sails Solo. I'm Reagan, a certified yoga teacher and water woman. In July of 2022, I decided to follow my dreams and move across the country with my adopted dog Ozzy to move onto my 40-foot Wharram Catamaran KIKAPU that I got for $1. The boat had been left sitting in the marina for about 8 years and was in need of a lot of love. With a tight budget and the help of a few friends and strangers, I'm now living in the middle of a construction zone on the water. Although I only have a little boat building experience, I'm taking things one step at a time as I share the highs, lows, and overall reality of boat ownership as I prepare KIKAPU to sail around the world. If you'd like to help keep the project afloat, please consider supporting us on Patreon for access to exclusive content and yoga classes. Now, let's cast off the lines and set sail into this week's episode. Today is a Monday, and it finally feels like a Monday. It feels like things have been happening, but it's just been very slow and not like big things to make the boat move. But finally, my motor mount should be coming this week, my electric should be done this week, and I'm working on servicing my winches, and I'm just very excited that things are finally on the up. It's warm outside, the wind isn't terrible today, but it feels really good.
So servicing winches is a job that basically should be done every year, and I guarantee these winches were not done in nearly a decade. There were originally 4 winches on board. I'm adding 3 more just to make sure that under every circumstance I have the power that I need.
Okay, so I'm here with Jimmy, who helped me remove all of this off the back and my old motor mount. Right now we are working on a project of lashing the beams down. You can't even see that way. Of lashing the beams down so that way my new Traveler doesn't pop up, so that beam will be sectioned. So I'll show you what it looks like below first and then kind of how we're doing it. So here we have my beam sitting in this mount that we had to build because the old ones were rotted. So I have a larger hole and a smaller hole. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to thread it through and tie a bowline and then start lashing it kind of like in between where the beams would be, or not the beams, the deck boards, and then circle it around and then lash it down tight. So passing it down. Oh yeah, go through this. I don't know what I was doing. Here, I got it. This side, I need you to pull tension down on this side. Okay. Now you thread it through. I have tension. Here, try and like not have them up here. We just did 3 turns on the other side, right? I got it. Grab where I'm grabbing. Again, turn. Okay, you're good. Last one. That on the inside. And tie that off. Really tight. How is it? I mean, it's on there.
Yeah.
So I just got back from the store. Today was grocery day. I generally do groceries like once a week. I catch a ride with somebody from the marina because the marina is just super far from anything. So I have a few things that I'm really excited about. Like I got these chocolate covered peanuts. I try to generally keep something sweet on board because I am a major chocoholic and I do get cranky a little. A staple that I've gotten a lot recently, which is great on the boat, is canned chicken. It's super easy because you don't have to cook it, and great source of protein, and it doesn't take up much space. I love chicken, but I do not have space in the fridge for chicken. Speaking of storage space in the fridge, I have started using these little mason jars. They're the perfect size. I can take a bag of salad and split it into like 3 different jars, which is basically a serving. And it's great because they stack up in my fridge perfectly. Yeah, and they're the perfect serving size. Another thing grocery related that I wanted to share with you guys is on my website I started making some of my like artwork into prints. So I have this, which is my sea shanties drop panties tote bag. This has been like my best seller so far. I'm really proud of it. It has like me, I guess, and Ozzy, and I just think they're adorable. But I hand carved the print and then stamped it on, and then on the back I have my little She Sails Solo logo. So if you're interested, they are on my website. Everything obviously helps to fund the boat project. But yeah. The most exciting thing just happened. For the first time in almost 11 months, I have electricity! Which shade do we like? Oh my god, I'm so excited. So it's a new day. I just kind of wanted to like round out this video a little, show you a bit more about how my electrical setup is looking, because I am basically redoing all of the electric, and I also wanted to show you how the Traveler is working because it's super windy today, like most days, and kind of explain why we lashed those beams down a little bit better. So when it comes to the panel box, we have these like voltage meters. We have all the switches, which the switches aren't connected to anything yet, and then both have a charger. You can see I'm using the USB-C over here. And then that's kind of like what the inside looks like. Moving out, I'll have to where my boat connects to shore power, as well as just a little switch here. And then this is where my batteries were before, but now I have 3 batteries instead of 2. I have a battery switch so I can choose which one I'm pulling from, just a single outlet, and then my charge controller. Okay, so when it comes to the Traveler and the lashings, so windy right now. You can kind of see them like in between the boards, but basically this beam underneath that the Traveler was on, anytime the wind would kick up, the whole center deck would flip, almost like me in this wind and swell coming into the marina. But yeah, the whole platform would pull up, so now it's like nice and sucked down. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere, so yeah, that's really nice. And lastly, electric that we have going on right now in the galley side is we have a light in each of the cabins. So there's 3 lights on each side, but these are the ones that are hooking up. I got these off Amazon. I'll try and find the link to them. I am obsessed with these lights. They have a dimmer switch, and then they also have 3 different tones that you can switch them to, which I really like because sometimes when you need to work, you want something that's really bright and clear, and then other times when you are kind of resting, you want something a little warmer. But yeah, love these. 10 out of 10. We'll link them below. I'm going to have bilge pumps on both sides. Obviously, this side also is going to have an outlet in there. And then I'll show you the panel. So this is what we're working with. These labels are not correct, but that way I can control things that go on from this side, on this side, and then I have a little 12-volt outlet that goes to my fridge. Oh, yeah, it's really nice. It's been really weird getting used to not tripping over cords in the floorboards and being able to kind of like tidy up. That's essentially what I've been doing all of today, because yeah, it was just a lot going on. My motor mount is here, so I'm working on getting that painted, and then hopefully next week the motor mount will go on, and then the motor shortly after, we'll see. But things finally feel like they're starting to come together, so hopefully there will be many more posts. This winter is just, I know I keep saying it's been bad, but it has been really bad. So anyways, if you are interested in supporting us more, check out Patreon. I'll have that link below. Thank you so much to everyone who is already supporting the project on Patreon for all of your kindness and generosity and patience. I can't even explain how much it means. Obviously this project financially has been a lot, and it has been very difficult, and yeah, it helps so much. I am eternally grateful. Also, I have been posting more frequent updates on Patreon as well as to Instagram. So if you're wondering why there's not a video, it's probably because not much has been happening, but what has been happening generally gets documented on Instagram or my frequent updates on Patreon. So either of those avenues, if you want to check those out. Other than that, I should be posting on here more. The motor mount should be going on. I'm hoping to get the tiller bars done soon, so then I have steering and I have a motor and I should be dipping. So that's super exciting. It's finally like a light at the end of the tunnel. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will hopefully see you soon with big updates. Bye.